Bonjour tout le monde. Today we are going to learn some expressions with the verb avoir. Des expressions avec le verbe avoir. Vous êtes prêts? Vous avez votre feuille de papier? Vous avez votre crayon ou votre stylo? Allons-y. Et des expressions avec le verbe avoir. So you may remember the verb avoir from first year French. Avoir means to have. Okay, and here's a whole bunch of verbs, expressions that use avoir, and there's a whole bunch more. I just picked some of the most common ones. The thing is that it doesn't always, these expressions don't always translate have in English. For example, avoir faim literally means to have hunger, but in English we tend to say to be hungry. I am hungry. Okay, we don't usually say I have hunger. You have hunger. We say I'm hungry, you're hungry. Okay, so have, some of these are translated be, want, there's another be, need, there's some more be's. Okay, so that's one thing you need to keep in mind with these expressions, is that in English they're not always translated to have, even though in French the verb avoir means to have. Okay, so avoir faim means to be hungry, to have hunger. Okay, faim, think famished. I'm famished. Or think of the word famine. Okay, when there's a famine, people are hungry. Okay, but we don't pronounce the M. That last M is silent. Avoir faim. Avoir faim. Avoir soif means to be thirsty, or literally to have thirst. Avoir soif. Avoir soif. Avoir froid means to be cold. Okay, literally to have coldness, but that sounds weird in English. To be cold. Avoir froid. Avoir froid. Avoir chaud means to be hot. To have heat, to have hotness. Avoir chaud. Avoir chaud. Avoir raison means to be right. To have reason. Avoir raison. Avoir tort means to be wrong, or to have wrongness. Avoir tort. Okay, that last T is silent. Avoir envie de means to want. Now, as English speakers, we look at this and we might think to have envy of, but that's not really what it means in French. It just is a different way of saying to want. We do have a verb in French. Vouloir means to want, but avoir envie de is just another way to say to want. Avoir blank ans, to be blank years old. So avoir 10 ans, to be 10 years old. Avoir 15 ans, to be 15 years old. Avoir 20 ans, to be 20 years old. Avoir besoin de. So the word besoin means need. Now in English we tended to say I need, but in French they say to have need of. I have need of a pencil. Okay? Avoir besoin de. Avoir de la chance means to be lucky, to have luck. Okay, chance is the word for luck in French. Avoir de la chance. Avoir peur, or avoir peur de. Avoir peur means to be afraid, literally to have fear. And then if you want to say what you have fear of, then you would need to add the word de, and then the thing that you're afraid of. Okay, so for example, j'ai peur des devoirs. I'm afraid of homework. Or j'ai peur des araignées. Avoir sommeil means to be sleepy, to have sleepiness. Avoir sommeil. Avoir sommeil. So that last L is silent. Okay, voilà la conjugaison du verbe avoir et quelques exemples. So here are some examples using these expressions, but I've kind of snuck in the conjugation of avoir. So you may remember again from first year, j'ai, tu as, il a, elle a. Remember, on is always conjugated the same way as il or elle. And then I've added another subject here, qui, which means who, will also be always conjugated like il, elle, and on. So these four actually go together. Il, elle, on, and qui are all going to use that same verb form, just a. There's nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, and elles ont. Okay, so the first part of this is basically just the conjugation of avoir, and I've taken some of the expressions and added those on to make sentences. So the first one is j'ai sommeil. I'm sleepy. Oh, j'ai sommeil. Oh, okay. Tu as soif. Tu as soif. You're thirsty. Il a tort. He's wrong. Elle a de la chance. She's lucky. On a froid. We're cold, they're cold, someone's cold. On a froid. Qui a peur du loup? Who's afraid of the wolf? Qui a peur du loup? Nous avons faim. We're hungry. We have hunger. Nous avons faim. Vous avez 30 ans. 30 ans. Vous avez 30 ans. You're 30 years old. Ils ont besoin de papier. Pour faire leur devoir. They need paper to do their homework. Ils ont besoin de papier. And that's masculine or mixed form of they. And finally, elles ont envie d'une salade. Okay, so that does not mean they envy the salad. It means they want a salad. And this is the feminine form of they, of course. Elles ont envie d'une salade. Elles ont envie d'une salade. Bon, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. Au revoir et bonne journée.